What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So in this video, I want to talk about some comments that Khloe Kardashian made on the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. For those of you who don't know, some footage has leaked, but then again, this may have been around already, but nevertheless, some footage has resurfaced, at least, of Khloe Kardashian saying some comments that were racially charged involving black people, particularly black men more so. So, first I'm going to play a very short clip of the comments that I'm referring to, and then I'll come back and give you my commentary.
Hashtag fact. My baby is black. Hashtag I only like black. That's what I would say. All I get called is a lover all day long. Who the cares?
Alright, so you saw that video clip. And, does Big Pimpin' Khloe Kardashian get a pass? Like an N-word pass. She get an N-word pass because, she got a black best friend. She got a black man. She done did some charity work for black people. She got a half black daughter that she tries to pass off as being fully black, etc. So does Khloe get, an N-word pass? And some people are going to say, well, she wasn't saying the N-word and directing it at anyone. Technically she was directing it at herself. And that's true, but I feel like Khloe Kardashian is feeling a little too comfortable. And you gotta be careful about making, particularly like non-black people, especially white people, feel too comfortable as black people. And granted, she was speaking amongst her family, but she was also being recorded. I'm pretty sure those cameras weren't hidden. And, this is what she said. Again, because she's feeling very comfortable. Too comfortable. Why is that? Why are these folks be feeling so comfortable? Who be making these people feel so comfortable? And honestly, I put the blame on both black men and black women for this. Black men be hyping Khloe up like she the best thing since sliced pizza. Like she all that in a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, and black women want to co-sign it. Not all, of course, but enough. And also notice she was speaking, like that in front of her mother. She was saying, some things that were, of course, offensive, but also of like a sexual nature too. But of course, her mother is her pimp. I mean, her manager. So the relationship probably is a little odd. Honestly, outside of Kris Jenner giving birth to Khloe Kardashian, allegedly, Kris Jenner isn't much of a mother to her. And we all know that Kris Jenner is in it purely for the money at this point. But, Khloe has always been treated like the unwanted, red-headed stepchild. And plus, we all know the situation with, Kris Jenner's baby, Robert Kardashian Sr.'s maybe. Right? But let me get more into this situation about how people are reacting. So people, they calling for Hulu to cancel Keeping Up with the Kardashians based off of this footage. And while I do believe that karma does not have an expiration date, I do ask, why now? Why now? Because Khloe Kardashian low-key has kind of been out here wilding out for a minute. You know, Big Pimpin' Khloe should have been canceled for that Halloween costume. Dressing up as a pimp, you know, with black shows, quote unquote. And notice she used black women. She ain't used no white women for this. She ain't used no Armenian women for this, or some non-black women. She didn't do that. She used black women for this for one reason or another. And these black women agreed to it. And I hope they were getting paid a good check at least. And yes, that is Megan Good in that picture. And it's also Khloe's best friend flunky, our best black friend flunky, Malika. And this is part of the reason why you got a Ugg mug like Khloe Kardashian walking around here feeling like she's entitled to healthy, productive relationships with black men. Partly, of course, black men play a part in that too, so I'm not going to discount that. But I'm talking about the part that black women play in at this moment. So she should have been canceled for that, or at least dragged down the street and made to answer for some things. And also dragged to the point where she knows not to say no foul mess. She knows not to feel too comfortable. Right? But that didn't happen. Also, another thing, she posted a meme that said, her sisters and herself, Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, are the only KKK that lets black men in. Again, who got Khloe feeling so comfortable around these streets, these social media streets? And Kourtney ain't dating black men. I'm sure she may have maybe dated one or two in the past, but Kourtney hasn't been linked with a black man since she came on the scene with her sisters. And that's fine, I'm just saying. And Khloe was also trying to use, photos of her biracial daughter, not black daughter, her biracial daughter, to distract us and to dodge accusations of racism. And, stop using your biracial daughter as an accessory, Khloe. You too, Kylie. And Kim too. And also in the video, she mentioned that, she likes black cock-a-doodle-doo. But notice that she said black cock-a-doodle-doo and not black men. Notice that. She didn't say that. And I think low-key, like really low-key, I think Khloe feels some sort of slight resentment and even slight anger at the fact that she is restricted to being with black men only because her dating market value, her value on the dating market only extends to black men. No other group of men really value Khloe Kardashian like that. And if she were to date, a group of either her own men or like some non-black man, she probably would have to date down significantly. Let's be real. Khloe Kardashian is not a hot commodity in her own community or any community except the black community. Khloe Kardashian is the ugly duckling that never became a swan, despite investing thousands of dollars in plastic surgery and changing your face every other week, and Tristan Thompson cheating on every single one of the faces still. So just because Khloe Kardashian is linked with some black men, it doesn't mean that she's not racist. Just because she has a fetish for black men the only men who will date her doesn't mean that she does not hold anti-black views. Just because Khloe Kardashian has performed fellatio on some black penises does not mean that she cannot hold racist views. It just means that she has accepted her lot in life. All right. And a sidebar, Lamar Odom is rumored to want to get back with Khloe Kardashian. Keep in mind that Lamar very recently was going on and on about Taraji P. Henson, talking about how amazing she was. And if this rumor is true, then why not seek to get back with Taraji instead of Khloe? Not to say that Taraji should get with Lamar, but I'm just saying. But then again, Taraji, she was on BET saying the Black Kings to come home. So hey, maybe Lamar might come home. But also Lamar Odom, he may have just been saying all that stuff, at least partially, just to get some attention, a little bit of press. These folks out here do anything for clout. And another sidebar. Khloe Kardashian blamed Jordan Woods for the breakdown of her quote-unquote family, let me put that in quotes, with Tristan Thompson. Posting on Twitter the following comment, quote-unquote, "Why are you lying, Jordan Woods? If you're going to try and save yourself by going public, instead of calling me privately to apologize first, at least be honest about your story. By the way, you are the reason my family broke up." And I'll say that, Jordan Woods, she should not have gotten involved in that mess. She should not have. She should have just kept being Kylie Jenner's flunky until the paycheck dried up. But that situation probably did work out better for her, because people felt like the friendship with Kylie was toxic, and Jordan probably was hanging on because she was getting some clout from the situation, some endorsements, some deals, some money. I'm sure being Kylie Jenner's black best friend flunky probably was a nice paycheck. I'm pretty sure there was some nice paychecks involved in that. So I won't completely knock it, because she did get some clout off the situation, and she is considered somewhat of a celebrity just for being Kylie Jenner's best friend, or ex-best friend at this point. I wonder why that hasn't worked with, say, Khloe's best friends. Do y'all think maybe colorism may play a part in that? And also, Kylie Jenner was low-key trying to pretty much take on Jordan Woods' aesthetic. Like, based on how Kylie Jenner looks now, I feel like basically she was just, using her to be her best friend flunky, but also using her and kind of like stealing ideas from her, black girl type, cultural type stuff. Like how black girls and women style their hair or certain clothes that they wear. She was looking at Jordan Woods low key and taking notes. And I think, Jordan Woods may have lost some weight at some point, because I think maybe she may have been a little bit bigger, so that may have played a part in their friendship dynamic as well. So, she was the fat black flunky best friend, but then she kind of got a bit of a glow up, and then it's like, oh, and they feel in some type of a way low key, because it's like, oh, she can compete. She can go toe to toe with us, or even outdo us, really, when it comes to looks. And they also feel in some type of a way because she's, a black girl doing this. And I know some people going to be saying, well, Jordan Woods ain't black, or her phenotype ain't no black woman, blah, blah, blah. And I get that, but the way that Khloe and Kylie and the rest of them are seeing her, they're seeing her as a black woman. and they in their feelings about, being shown up by a black woman. But in regards to Khloe blaming Jordan for the breakdown of her family with Tristan, put that in quotes, quote unquote. The thing is, though, like, Jordan is out of the picture, yet your family is still broken, Khloe. And by the way, for folks who like to play that, Pookie and Ray Ray's versus educated lames argument, Tristan is not a Pookie or a Ray Ray, and this is how he's behaving. I'm not saying that Khloe Kardashian is the best of the best when it comes to black men, but I'm just saying Tristan Thomas he's behaving like a wild slave buck on the loose, just like any other of these, black men in Hollywood with some money and some clout. Pookie and Ray Rays and educated lames, basically, in some ways at least, are two sides of the same coin. Slave bucks, or at least men with the slave buck mentality, can be Pookie and Ray Ray are educated lames. I think the thing is, though, the Pookie and Ray Rays tend to seemingly have more opportunities and more access to be a wild slave buck on the loose versus the educated lames due to, ideas of desirability and whatnot. So I think it boils down to more so just a lack of opportunity in regards to the educated lames being wild slave bucks on the loose versus Pookie and Ray Rays being wild slave bucks on the loose. And as well, the educated lanes will ride the Pookie and Ray Ray, the Pookie and Ray Ray wave until it's no longer beneficial for them. Then they'll jump off the wave and act like, they have no association with it at all. And acting like they were never riding the wave. And the most recent example of this would be Jeannie Mai and Young Jeezy. Congratulations to them, by the way, for, having their child. I don't know how many children Jeezy has, but this is Jeannie Mai's first child, so congratulations to her. Does Jeannie Mai have a black child, y'all? Khloe thinks she got a black queen. Khloe thinks that white women can birth black queens. If black women want a man like Jeezy, they'll be shamed for it. But if Jeannie Mai wants a man like Jeezy, then, they'll hop on the wave and ride the wave and be all like, black kings, black men, black brothers, they so desirable. Black men, the most desirable men in the known universe. Look, Jeannie Mai want her black meat as the main course. No more black meat on the side for Jeannie Mai. She wants the main course to be black and black meat. Dark meat. Jeannie Mai wants the big black cock-a-doodle-doo. Etc., 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 right? Just riding the wave, right? But I'm going to bring this video to a close. I've said all I got to say for the moment. So thanks for watching, y'all. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now. And by the way, just in case I didn't answer the question, do I think that Big Pimpin' Khloe Kardashian is going to get canceled? Probably not. I think there'll be some backlash and that lasts for a moment, but, she'll get through it. She somehow, some way will get through it. People will forget and then go back to business as usual. I don't think this is going to be what gets Khloe Kardashian canceled. Maybe checked, but not canceled. At least by the mainstream who really support her. Of course, we already know Khloe done being canceled by many people already. But I'm just saying in terms of like cancel culture. But thanks for watching. Adios and goodbye for now.